Now, children, you're all eagerly waiting to hear about Dasharatha and his yagna, right? And you all want to know what happened in the yagna? Well, I'm going to tell you what happened in the yagna. So, all the sages were sitting around the fire and chanting their mantras, and it was going on smoothly. And suddenly, out of the fire, there came a being. It was a heavenly being. He was fully dressed in gold and he had light coming out of him. Many people in the Yagnashala thought sun god himself had come down. Dasharatha fell down and prostrated before the heavenly being. The heavenly being said, Dasharatha, I know what you are looking for. Here, take this bowl. And this heavenly being gave him a bowl. And what did that bowl have? It had some payasam. And the heavenly being said, Dasharatha, go and give your wives this payasam, and very soon you will have children. So Dasharatha was very happy. He took this payasam and went to his queens. Who were his queens? How many queens did he have? He had 3 queens. One was Kausalya, one was Kaikeyi, and one was Sumitra. So he went and gave a spoonful of payasam to Kausalya. Then he gave 1 spoonful to Kaikeyi. He gave 1 spoonful to Sumitra. But then when he looked into the bowl, there was 1 more spoon of payasam left. He thought, I cannot waste this. Definitely I cannot waste it. And he gave another spoon to Sumitra. Now all the 3 wives had the payasam. And very soon children were born to them. Now Kausalya had a son. And what did Dasharatha name him? He called him Rama. Then Kaikeyi got a son. He was called Bharata. And Sumitra, she had 2 spoons of payasam. You remember that very well, no? 2 spoons. So she had 2 children. They were twins. They were called Shatrughna and Lakshmana. Now as the boys were growing up, Lakshmana and Rama were very good friends. You know, they were very close to each other. They always played together. Now Shatrughna and Bharata were very close. So it was like 2 and 2. They were very close to each other. They got the best teachers to teach them about warfare, about ruling a kingdom, administration, how to treat everybody. So they got the best of teachers. They were schooled in the best of schools. And very soon 16 years went by. All the boys had grown into big boys. So they had graduated from school and they had come back home. Now it was time. Dasharatha was thinking, my children have grown up. And who was Dasharatha's favorite child? Rama was his favorite son. So he thought, I must get these princes all married. Just as he was thinking about it, one day sage Vishwamitra came to Dasharatha's court. When a great sage comes to the court, the king is very happy. So the king was very happy to see Vishwamitra. He said, "Oh noble sage, I am so honored. You have come to my kingdom. Please bless me and my kingdom." So Vishwamitra said, "My blessings are always with you, Dasharatha, but I have come with a purpose." So Dasharatha asked him, Tell me sage, what can I do for you? Whatever it is, I will do it for you. Don't worry." So Vishwamitra said, "See, in my ashramam inside the forest, I am doing an yagna. I have got permission to do an yagna. But every time I start that yagna, there are 2 rakshasas inside the forests. They are coming and spoiling my yagna. They are throwing all the dirt and filth around the yagna. I am not at all able to start it. Every time I think, okay, today is the day, and I think of starting, I go and see the yagnashala is filled with dirt and filth. And I think, okay, let me now somehow or the other catch these rakshasas. But these Rakshasas have the power to become invisible. When I go to see them, they run away and they become invisible. We are not able to catch them at all. So now I want you to send Rama with me. So I feel Rama is the only person who can kill these Rakshasas. So you first send Rama with me. I will protect him and take very good care of him. You don't worry about that. But I want Rama to come with me. Now Dasharatha was very upset. My God, how can I send Rama? So he told Vishwamitra, "Oh noble sage, my Rama is just a small little boy. He's only 16 years old. He has no experience in fighting with Rakshasas or even going to war. Let me come with you. I will bring my full army. They are very powerful and strong army. We will all march into the jungle, into the forest, and we shall kill the Rakshasas." Vishwamitra said, "No, Dasharatha, you promised to give me whatever I want. So, you have to send Rama with me." And Dasharatha was very sad. He started tearing up. He started wiping his eyes. But he can't say no to Vishwamitra because these sages, if they curse you, their curses will come true. And Dasharatha had promised Vishwamitra to give him what he wants. So he teared up, he wiped his eyes, and he told Vishwamitra, "Okay, you can take my Rama, but I will send Lakshmana also along with him, because Rama and Lakshmana are very, very close to each other. They don't go anywhere without one another. So you can take Rama and you can go to the forest." So quickly Rama went inside, took the blessings of his father and mother. He changed all his noble royal clothes. You can't go with royal clothes into the forest and fight, no? So he wore simple robes. He took his bow. He took his quiver full of arrows. And he came out and followed Vishwamitra into the forest. So Vishwamitra took him into the forest. And as they were going, because Rama had never gone into the forest before, nor had Lakshmana. So as they were going into the forest, Vishwamitra kept teaching them a lot of new things which Rama or Lakshmana did not know. And not only that, they had a lot of adventures inside the forest and a lot of stories Vishwamitra told them about the forest, which Rama or Lakshmana did not know before. They have never heard of these. So as they were going into the forest, they encountered a lot of things. And Vishwamitra told them a story about everything that they saw. But there is a very, very important story about a demoness called Tataka. So who was this Tataka? I will tell you in the next episode. So keep waiting, children. It's the best.